Well, it seems about time that it's time for another one of these. Pokémon Scarlet and Violet, episode 3. Of course. Of course. If you're watching this on stream, welcome to the chat. And if you're watching this on the video, welcome to the video. So, let's just jump straight in because I don't have anything else to say. Especially not if as Petra keeps being in my view. This is the team. Haven't made any changes to it. I'm not saying that this is going to be the final team, considering the fact that both Clodsire as well as Low Kicks are... Low Kicks is okay, but this one is not that good whatsoever anymore. It's fun at the beginning like Quagsire, but it doesn't have Unaware, so it's not that good. But Unaware is more for competitive now I think about it. This is fine, of course. This is a starter. A Tinkaton, the only reason why I'm keeping Tinkaton is because I like it a lot. Same goes for Low Kicks, by the way. As well as the fact that it's very steel. It doesn't have all too great stats, from what I can recall. I think that it has been nerfed, simply because it's very steel. Because Magena is overpowered as hell. And then we have this thing. I'm not sure if I'm planning on keeping this in my final team either. But yeah, they are all level 65. And we haven't even scraped the bottom of the barrel with the challenges yet. If I am correct, we still need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Good job, kiddo. That about wraps up the interview. I can't remember any of the gyms, any of the cities, and any of the... anything whatsoever. Time to switch gears and get ready for the next one. Is what we call the Elite Test. And you'll be facing the Elite 4 in Pokemon battles. I mean, it's a nice change of pace, but how am I supposed to remember? You know, it's 8 gym leaders. And you just see them for 5 minutes. You also need to remember the city, their typing, as well as their name. I'm not that into the game yet, guys. Welcome, Harley. It gives me great joy that you've managed to make it all the way to the pinnacle of the Pokemon League. The final test is a battle against me, the top champion. To pass, all you need to do is win. But before we get started, I should apologize for one thing. You see, I have a trait that some might say is inappropriate for the league. I'm utterly incapable of holding back when it comes to Pokemon battles. Maybe that's why nobody passed this test recently. It's a bit of a problem, to be honest. You might manage something wonderful like Champion Nemona did. So, are you ready to face your final test? I want to see the true measure of your talent. What is this theme like? Ooh. You start off with that thing, really? Oh, I started with that thing too. But mine is level 62. You bitch. Oh, it's gonna be a Dazzling Gleam Fest. Black and White 2 happened 2 years after the events of Black and White, and when Juno tells you about Charney, he says he's the same age as you in trio from Black and White are all 15. If that's the case, then that's the case. I do remember that she's older than most of the cast. And that's Espatra down. King Gambit. This one is the evolution of... Oh, that was a burp. The evolution of Bishop. I wonder how it looks in-game. I've never seen it in-game before. Stepdad, is that you? Such a shame. That was the correct decision in this situation. Please continue. What the fuck? Why are you analyzing me? You should be winning. Oh yeah, that was his hair. Avalok? Sure. The champions the themes, the champions Pokemon are not that good anymore. You know, things like Avalok, sure, I like Avalok, but... Is that the best you can do? Within these 400 Pokemon? I mean, sure, he's kicking my ass. Oh yeah, there was also a reflect setup. Oh. When the hell was that? Probably... Oh yeah, Espatra, probably. Skill swap. Doesn't matter. It's gone. And I'm setting up now. +1 special attack. Falooza. What the fuck is Falooza again? It's the water psychic thing. I can do that with the Shadow Wall. If I'm faster though. Yeah, I think I've already seen this Pokemon 5 times by now. Not even kidding. Step +1 Shadow Ball? Yeah, that should do it. I don't feel like this is worthy of a champion team. Go Goat? How are you chairwoman? Where's your Garchomp? Where's your Tyranitar? You should have just used all of the pseudo legendaries available in this game. You know, things like Artabax, or Baxcalibur. Garchomp is in it, Tyranitar is in it, Salamence is in it. What is it? I don't remember, I don't care. Don't think you've won just yet. Oh no, it comes. Latios or Latios. Oh. This reminds me of that thing from Subnautica. You know, the one that hypnotizes you and draws you in closer than attacks you. It starts with an M or something? At least that's what I want to say. What does this change us into? I'll just think that is a rock thing. Is that a rock crown or a ground crown? I don't know. This is what it takes to be at the top. Dude, you're like 4 attacks behind me. I don't think you have anything to say. I'm just going to assume you can live a hit. Oh, you can live about 4 hits. Oh, this is indeed the rock crown then. Toxic debris. Oh. Kind of a shit thing to have this as your final Pokemon with toxic debris in it. Top champion Gita. Gay. No. Okay. You go beyond my imagination so easily. She mainly has solo typings. I mean, Go-Goat? Avalok? Such overwhelming power. Team Spaldea has gained another wonderful trend to be proud of. Congrats, it's my honor to call you Champion Harley. Congratulations, and it's right. Now I can really say you're good to go. Fun fact, Snape rhymes with rape, I'm just saying. Yeah, you did it, Master. Congratulations. Oh, here we go again. I got a word from La Primera when you cleared the elite test. Oh man, I'm a champion and now you're a champion. Wow! Which means we're true equals, you and me, both champion rank trainers. This is amazing. Now that you've made it, I've got one thing to say. Let you and me be rivals. No. Oops, couldn't hear you. I'll say it again. Let's you and me be best rivals for life. No. Sorry, not going to stop until I hear yes. Let's you and me be best rivals. No. Okay, wait. You will be my rival, won't you? No. You, me, rivals, yes? Return monkey. No. You don't have... The fact that they included this, I've seen this by accident this afternoon. But the fact that they included this... Muchos gracias. Yes, toma ya! Kontabai senpai! Alright, you know what rivals do, battle their absolute hearts out. I'm gonna hit you with everything this time. Do wait a moment. What's the matter? Champion assessment only is just enough, belief the rest is in order. Yeah, dude, just make me and my fucking Egyptian ostrich just wait a bit. They go overexcited again. Sorry. Oh, here we go again. Here we go again. I love this music. Mesa Goza is just... It's such an upbeat theme. If there's anything that Scarlet Violet has done, is it has made me rekindle my flame for Pokemon games. Unlike recent games like BDSP, Sword and Shield. Arceus? Did Arceus actually do something? I don't know. To me, it didn't feel like it. It was fun, but that's it. It has been stuck in my closet for about a year now. This theme. Oh my god. Oh, this theme? Dominic? This theme? Does it remind you of Champion Iris's theme from Black and White 2 together with Rainbow Road from Mario Kart Wii? I saw this comment on the YouTube video the other day. It totally is. Sorry, you had your arm stretched out. There we go. That's not a champion down. Time for you to fuck off. I don't know where I should be now. Oh, she's doing a dab. She's doing a dab, Chief. That dab, though. Where am I? Do I need to go here? She's laughing. Don't worry about it. She's fine. You did it. Yeah, I figured this much that she was going to say that. This is legit incredible. You're the strongest out there. Of course I fucking am. I mean, you knocked me flat and I was giving you absolutely everything I had. Dude, you didn't even... No. She's just really glad that she actually has a rival. She's just really glad that she actually has a rival. Who matches up to her skills. Even better. This is a true rivalry. Not a bitch like Silver who keeps telling you random shit. Not someone who has Hop who just wants to be someone else. Hola, Arven said that beat a strong Pokemon, so here I am. When she heard she'd get to battle awesome Pokemon, she was here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you could come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in a battle. Damn! But more importantly, why is it so dark and where I deal some Pokemon? The last time I was here, the electricity was up and running. Oh, don't worry, Penny's up. Hello, Penny. Seems like they want power saving mode. Good on you, especially with the gas prices or the electricity prices, I guess I should say. Acting so system controls and override the settings. Or just click the button. When you reach the bottom, I will get in touch once again. I hope your trip is uneventful. Is she incapable of... She's incapable of many things, but not fair. She fears it when somebody doesn't want to battle her. Ah, here we go. Could have just let me walk. You didn't have to let me walk forward like this, but okay. How does Koraidon actually carry us all? I know he has wings. Okay. Okay, game. I'm not allowed to go to area 0. What the f... Why didn't they want to load this cutscene? He doesn't want to go... Does he want to go down there? Nee, I was about to say. Dude. Dude. Don't overload the Koraidon. Like I said, that's overloading the Koraidon. That's not how it works. I want to sit in front of Nemona, please. I'm simping for a non-existent girl. Where the fuck are we going? How deep is this? I know it's a crater, but still. Shouldn't be this deep. Unless somebody drilled a big hole. If it's gonna give me an error again, I swear to God. Okay. Looks nice, in a sense. Ooh. Ooh. That theme though, I don't think you guys can hear it. It's a little playing too soft, but instant hungry. It went out of here for a reason. As we descend further into Area 0, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon, though we wondered if these huge ferocious beasts were indeed Pokemon at all. One of our team suffered a brutal blow from such beasts and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. Mortally wounded, does that mean that he actually died, or? A member of the server team captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphan, yet differences such as its sheer size and the shape of its back set it apart as do its great tusks. Yes, please say that. As you see, representing our ancient Pokemon that lived in a distant past. Ah, I see. Then in Violet, it's gonna be Pokemon from the future. Contains time machine. It's almost okay. So I think my mom's up for it down here. She actually gotta work. Yeah. Oh hi. The cost was catastrophic. What actually happened with her then? Why did you call us here to Area 0? Good question. If possible, I would like to speak when we can face to face. It will be easier for you to understand once you can see the situation for yourself. Oh, she's fucked, isn't she? She locked herself in. Oh, I think that I know what's happening. I think that she locked herself in. Back, I think that she's some type of monster now, much like Lucamine was with in Sun and Moon, not in Ultra Sun and Moon, because in Sun and Moon she actually managed to get her goal in a sense. And I think that because she knew something was gonna happen, she locked herself in there with 4 locked for the rest of eternity, hoping that nobody would ever get out of there. But I think that something has corrupted her mind that actually made her change her mind about the locks. So she's not fully herself, I think. I like how she's complimenting me for pushing a button. This is what Pokemon has become. Push a button. Congratulations. Oh, that's why there were locks on it. It's not specifically because of the professor, but it's also because of the... Hey. I see something sus down there. Up there. Don't be so sus, homie. This has nothing to do with a family reunion. Oh. What is it doing? Why does it want to go back in there? Other Koraidon, you also see Baka? Oh, I feel bad for Koraidon. I like how Nemona's come for the game, but she wants... I don't think Koraidon really cares. Or Nemona really cares at first. Now that she does or something. I won't know that the other one from gone off so quickly. There was nothing heartwarming about it. We were this close to getting caught up in a nasty brawl. Yeah. She's getting a reprimand right now. Just look at Koraidon and Paul thinks terrified. Guess that one isn't exactly its pal. It really ruined my whole childhood, you know. But it's not like seeing you cowering and scared out of your wits make me feel any better about it. You've got amazing powers if you just use them, and so you've got us too. So don't even think about losing to that jerk. Be brave, stand up, and fight. Harley acting like patches don't exist. Oh, I'm not acting like patches don't exist. The thing is, back in the day, when you had a PS2, there were games coming out without bugs, without glitches and anything, and they couldn't patch it that easily. That's the problem I have with games nowadays. Why do we need to wait for a patch? Why can't they just make it properly to begin with? Makes a lot of sense. A lot of people mentioned they should be released this early next year and it would have been a total different experience. Yes, exactly. The same thing happens with Sword and Shield. There were some glitches that even could ruin or corrupt your save data. Why do we need to wait for a patch if the first thing you can do is just make sure you optimize the game to begin with? They have done that for 20 decades, for 20 years, for 2 decades have they done that with Pokemon, with everything. Why all of a sudden do we need to expect half-baked games to come out? Dominic, that's the question here. Why exactly do I need to expect from $1 trillion? They had $1 trillion in terms of money. You know? Not profit, money. They are worth more than $1 trillion. They are $1 trillion company. Why in the blood-so-Protestant hell are they not able to come up with a proper game? No need to pay for tests. That's the thing. If that's your excuse, then I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. If that's your excuse for the developers that they can just patch everything out later on, then you're good to go when it comes to it. But I have to completely disagree. Because honestly, Pokemon is the highest grossing media franchise of all time. The fact that this game has graphics the way it is, worse than Breath of the Wild, for example, which came out like 4 years earlier. The fact that this isn't bug tested just goes to show that the developers, I'm not saying they don't care about the game because they can clearly make good games. They don't have the time to make, they don't have the proper time to make the good games. And that's the issue here. The issue of time. And the issue of money. Because what Game Freak is trying to do here is milk as much money as they can in trying to list as the least amount of developers and everything so they can make the most money. This game has been sold over 10 million times for the first 3 days. The thing is, despite the fact that it's a good game, it's badly optimized. Why couldn't they just wait 2 months with the release date if that's the case? We can clearly see by Sword and Shield, by BDSP, by Legends Arceus, they all needed a patch of some sort. Sword and Shield needed a bug fix patch. BDSP, there was a 2 GB update because not even the OST was being put in there yet. If you did that back in 2005, no, that wouldn't have never happened. Half-baked games, you're so right. It's one thing for firmware updated patches online, such as GTA 5 was unable to keep up online because it was so broken, but the game was flawless back then. Exactly. I don't mind that they are putting in bug fixes, but the fact that they are just putting in half, like literally half of the game not in there, for BDSP for example, that's just shit to me. That's just shit from a developer standpoint. And I'm not blaming the developers, I'm blaming the management from those developers, you know? I'm blaming Game Freak, the head of Game Freak here. I'm literally going at their manager's level. It's not specifically because I don't like the developers or that this is a bad game. It's not a bad game at all, it's just badly optimized. And that's the problem here. Because people just want to... They just want to play a game. But the thing is... How did Penguin Zero phrase this? Should we as consumers just be happy with the fact that we're even getting a game? Or should we be happy with the fact that we're getting a good game? Despite the fact that it comes out 3 months later than it was originally planned. I'd rather have a good game right away over a half-baked game that gets a patch 3 months later. And that's the issue here. I'm not paying $55 for this game so it can run. It doesn't even have its bug fixes yet. I'm not paying $55 for a half-baked game. That's the thing. That's the issue here. What the fuck? The other one is far less tractable and far more aggressive than the one you've traveled with. Flat area 0 because it lost to the other one in a territorial struggle. Oh, so they are territorial in a sense. Okay. I'm afraid that there's something for which I must apologize. I'm not a true Professor Seda. Then who are you? And I'm an AI the professor created imbued with the memories and knowledge. In short, I'm an AI-powered robot. And I am the Senate. What's your point? The real professor passed away during the incident that destroyed Research Station number 4. The incident? The Pokemon was not to be blamed. It was the original professor who failed to accurately judge its full power. I believe the professor wanted nothing more than for the Koraidon to survive and thrive. That is why she threw herself in front of your Koraidon in an attempt to protect it. Okay, so the Seda's dead. Okay. Oh, that's what we know now, chat. Seda's gone. She's just dead. It's gone. For the first time I reached out to Director Clavel and asked to be put in contact with you, I was never more than an AI. The reason I asked you to come to me is because I have one last thing to do at the Zero Lab and I desire your help. Okay. Any questions? Okay. Well, that's like the exact opposite thing of what I was expecting. What is this? An item to be uploaded with certain ability energy. That fuck! Too fast. Dude, I'm fucking scared, by the way. I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to... I have no idea what I'm going to expect down here. I mean, I already knew that some form of AI was in her place, but the fact that this is the case, yeah. Truly is grateful to me that you came and will answer your questions. What is an AI? Oh. No more water. What is gonna grow great? On original professor knowledge, memories to calculate. This is like I Am Legend, in a sense. You know, that guy made his own hologram programmed with certain questions to answer, and then if you ask the right questions, he will answer, and otherwise he says you gotta answer the right questions. In terms of me supposed to be able to... If you ask the right questions, I can answer them. And as soon as Will Smith said the exactly right question, the hologram just said, now that is the right question, then you just please. I Am Legend is a good movie, by the way. If you have never seen that, I suppose I think you should, because it's a Will Smith movie before he started punching people on stage. And the results of those calculations are expressed by this mechanical body built to resemble the professor in every way. Mechanical titties, my favorite. Humanity does not in fact possess the knowledge to develop such a sophisticated AI present, but the crystals that make up the Zero Lab have made such a thing possible. They are also why I cannot leave this place. Is there anything else you must... What happened to the real professor? The original professor no longer exists. During the destruction of the research station, her physical body received grievous injuries that left it unable to sustain life. I'm afraid that this fact may be difficult for her son Arven to accept. I now manage the Zero Lab in the original professor's place. Is there anything else you wish to add? What is this time machine? The time machine is a device that the original professor and I worked on together. It sends Pokeballs to a different point on the timeline to catch Pokemon there, and it can then draw them back here to the present. When she was alive, Professor said had a great fascination with Pokemon from another age, what you might call ancient Pokemon. Even as we speak, the time machine continues to automatically draw ancient Pokemon to this place. Is there anything else? What is it you really want? Oh, for water which ain't meant to live alongside present day Pokemon in harmony. Why would you do any of that, to be honest? I mean, I know I get it that it's a dream, but why would you want to make that an actual thing? The Pokemon in the present can barely live alongside one another without eating each other. You know, it's like getting other people back from the past. It's like saying, okay, you know what? Hitler, before 1938, he wasn't such a bad guy. Why don't we get him back? Why don't we just get him back? Such a good movie. Took a sec to wrap my head around the concept of walking in without knowing what was going on, but agreed it's a good movie. Thank you. But these Pokemon's powers seem to stem from a primal energy of the ancient past, and this energy has proved too terrible. Their very existence brings destruction to the ecological balance of this modern age. The original professor would say that such destruction is not but at present the barrier around is still working to keep their ancient form, escaping from the spell there, but we've begun to see Pokemon that can break the barrier, such as Great Tusk, yeah. Donphan's primal form. Eventually they will break free of this walled garden known as Area Zero and run rampant across the Paldea region. And when they do, the rich and varied ecosystem of Paldea will be trampled beneath their coming. Oh. But any hope of preventing it would require overcoming the greatest AI that the original professor ever devised. You become a formidable trainer, now use that strength to destroy the dreams Sada once cherished. Sure. Don't think that there's any way to say no. This is literally I Am Legend, now I think about it, you know? We live together with robots, or in this case we live together with primal Pokemon, and the bad guy is an AI. Literally I Am Legend, with some Subnautica touch. I haven't seen the bond between you and Pokemon, I believe you can prevail. At least she's giving me a heads up. Imagine the game giving an error right now. Fuck, if that was gonna be the case, I would have quit this game forever. I would have quit this game forever if that was the case. You could have came about 30 minutes ago? What is this? Beat the bandits without me. Our machine has finally been stopped. So proud of my. Is it Coridon again? Coridon is in there or something, isn't it? Activating Paralyze Protect. Ah, the PPP! I mean... Let's say this ID. How the hell do you even do that? Is this Coridon manhandling shit? Okay. well, the only one we can do is him. And he hates it. I only had one issue with the game other than graphical glitches during my entire playthrough. Yeah, some type of way. I had a glitch galore at the beginning. Skins that weren't properly aligned. You know, everyone was black for some reason, or blue-black type of graphical issues mainly. Also the other shit, what do you call it? Frame rate issues. I glitched. I think I glitched a time or two within the terrain. So Seda really only cared about keeping the time machine up. Is that the moral of the story from what I could recall? Because Arven said like, or no, the AI Seda was like, when the protocol went there, Seda was like, it's really only she cared about this? Keeping the time machine up? Not giving an instead proof of your worthiness, showing the wisdom you think for yourselves. Fortunate to do what had to be done, no matter how difficult your own past may have been. I believe you will be capable of walking together whatever paths for yourselves now with pride. I thank you and thank all of you. But I'm afraid the time machine cannot be put to a complete stop so long as I am here. It appears I myself am part of the system that ensures the machine reboots when stopped. When I was watching you on attention, I felt a sense of jealousy. I envied your freedom. The way that you came together working in league with your fellows and caring for them. The way that you sought strength and to better yourself, throwing all into battles. The way that you would face even the greatest enemies to save that which you loved. The way that you never ceased to seek nor to fight for a treasure all of your own. And the way you soared free through the very skies on those wings of yours. I wish that I too might be as free as you all, free to seek out what I might treasure above all else, not bound. As long as I remain in the time machine will not stop, for I am inextricably connected to it. So I've made a decision. I'll use the time machine to journey to the world of the ancient past that I have dreamed of. I am not going only so that the time machine can be stopped. I also cannot deny my desire to see that ancient world for myself. Is this what it feels like to have your heart race with the thrill of adventure? I'm sorry that I kept proving you. I inherited all the faults and wishes of the professor, and so I understand better than your mother truly loved you. You can't just go and say a thing like that now? Why not? No. It's a little sad, but I'm afraid this is goodbye. No, it's an AI. Still an AI, Arven. The thing is, even with the time machine stopped, the Pokémon are already here. You know? Pokémon are already here. What are we gonna do about those? What does it... What... Arven has nothing left. I mean, I stole his Koraidon, which he hates in the first place, because he's blaming his... that thing. His dog was absolute trashed when we first met him. His mom is dead. His father is out of the picture. He's probably taking out to get some milk or something. Nemona. That's my dad. Leave my Koraidon alone. Let's take the long road home. And get a little bit more fun out of this adventure. Dude. Dude, just come with us. We're all you got. Oh no, not this song. Why did they make this emotional? God damn it. Fuck. Okay, you got me, Game Freak. Here you go. Now you boys can listen to this too. Oh, I guess it's already gone then. this seems like a good fit for an ending screen.
You see tonight it could go either way.
This is Ed Sheeran, and I think this is copyrighted, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest, I had a blast. Okay? I had a blast. The storyline, I've said this before and I'll say it again, they are easy to understand. You can relate to it, because being bullied, pretty much everyone gets bullied at the one time, so it makes it relatable. You know, it's nothing major like Cyrus wanting to destroy the world and becoming God himself. That's much more complicated to understand, but we're talking about a children's game here, so you gotta realize getting bullied, and yeah, Team Star, even though they rebelled a little bit too hard, I feel like that storyline is relatable. Thank you, treasured friends. Yes, thank you, treasured friends, to all you boys. There we go. Look at that. I love those. Love it. That's the end. The gym leaders are nothing special. I mean, they do have somewhat more characterization. You know, Sword and Shield barely had any characterization into the gym leaders. They did so with this one just a little bit more, but then again, gym leaders are not a major part of the story, especially not in this story, you know? But when it comes to everything, overall, I would give this, despite the performance issues, a 7.5 out of 10. And I'm not being generous then, I'm being very, very honest. I'm looking for the right word. The thing I'm being is honest when I say I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. The thing being, the optimization holds it back from being an 8 for me, or an 8.5. But it's there have been reviews saying that this is a great game buried underneath a shit ton of bugs and glitches and everything. I can relate to that easily. But when it comes to the storylines, Team Star is great. Arven is just fucking sad because he has nothing anymore. He only has his friends. I mean, that's at least that maybe that's his treasure, you know, the pals that we made along the way. That could be said from that. But to be honest, there's nothing else I can say. The graphics are bad. The soundtrack is amazing. The storylines are so-so. They're not great, but they're not bad either. I'll get more to this, of course, in a later video. When I'll do the review, probably, because we're first gonna finish the playthrough on YouTube first. It's not challenging. I have some thoughts about the open world, which I just need to gather myself on, because I don't really know on what I'm willing to say about it right now. On one hand, I like it, and on the other hand, it's like the difficulty spikes from this to this to this to this. If you, for example, if you're just playing this for the first time, you don't know where to go because everything is open. For me personally, I think it would be better if they would put somewhat more linearity in it and make it open world-ish. You know, kind of like Gala had, but just put open areas with some linearity in it. It's really hard to do that, of course, but I think Game Freak can manage that, because especially the ending, the story really is a blast. And I already figured something out about the AI. I've also seen just the tiniest of spoilers, so I was a little bit right on the wrong side, because I already knew that she was an AI to begin with. I could figure something out like that. But yeah, that's it for me, I think. The optimization really holds it back from becoming an 8, but this is one of the better games. It's better than Sword and Shield, better than BDSP. BDSP is just too faithful, but don't get me started about BDSP. I'll make a review on this. I still need to make a review about Pokémon Legends Arceus, whether it's worth to be bought. But yeah, I'm going to gather my thoughts. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. We've done this in 5 streams, I think. In 5 different days. So that's 15 hours, and the total playtime is about 23 hours. 23 to 25 hours for me. So, you're gonna have a blast, to be honest. Playing Scarlet Violet, you're gonna have a blast. And especially when the patch comes out, but I'll get to that in that review. I've already ran it about this about an hour ago. It's great. It's a great game. There's nothing else I can say. It's a great game. It's just buried underneath a shit ton of issues. You know, and that's the biggest issue here. Thanks for the stream, and it has been a lot of fun. Of course, Doc. And yeah, I will be streaming it twice more. One for the school things and one for the multiplayer fun. I'll see you then. So have a good one.